Hey campers, George here. Sitting here down by the pond in California on the farm, visiting my kids. And while I was here, my eldest had said to me she had been looking for a good camp knife. She had seen mine. I have a Knives of Alaska one. Her budget is a little bit tighter. So she asked me to have a look if I could find her a good camp knife. So I went online and shopped around, and her birthday is coming up soon, actually in less than a month. So I said to her I would get her one for her birthday. What I landed up ordering is this guy, right here. And that's the Condor Hudson Bay camp knife. And looking at it online, I read up about it. They got some good reviews on it. Just like anything, it has not so good, but the majority were good, and they liked it. They liked the blade, which is important to me and that sort of thing. So I looked at it and I ordered it, and it came in. And I thought, seeing as I have it in my grubby here, let's have a look at it and see what you think. A quick review. The Condor Hudson Bay camp knife. And as you can see, it came with a sheath. It's the full sheath where it fits right in there. Let me put this camera down so I can show you this, hopefully. And here you can see the full sheath, and it has obviously the little strap here that goes on your belt, which keeps it vertical no matter what you're doing. If you're kneeling down or whatever, it'll keep your sheath vertical. And here it is here. And it is no small un. I was surprised at how big this is. It was a lot bigger than I expected. I like it. It's got some good weight to it. It is a full tang. You can see there. Goes all the way through. Nice and solid. I'll put all the specs up now, but I just wanted to show you this quickly before we get into the specs and start playing with it. So you can see it here, full tang, wooden handle. It does say Hudson Bay on there, and it says Condor El Salvador. And I like it. I'm a little concerned about the weight. It might be a little bit too much for Bronwyn, but I think she'll manage. She needs a little weight to chop up some wood. So we'll see. So let's have a look at the specs, and then let's play with it. Okay, so what I did was took a quick run around the farm looking for some pieces of wood. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of good ones, but I found a couple of pieces of old California oak, and this is probably typical of what she'll be dealing with camping out here in California. So we want to do the usual stuff. I do have a ferrocerium rod, and that was the first thing I wanted to check, was to see if the back ridge of the blade will strike a rod. So let's have a quick look at that. Works pretty good. So we're good with that. So let's chop up some wood, and Bronwyn just pitched up, so I'm going to have her do it.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so first we're just going to have Bronwyn just chop up some pieces of wood. Give it a good swing.
You're way stronger than me. You're like way stronger.
That's all right. You're getting through.
Yeah? So I have to...
No, that's fine, as long as you can get through it.
Yeah.
I forgot you're left-handed.
Yeah.
Gimpy.
I'm like, do they have left-handed knives?
Too big to feather?
No, I just need to get stronger in my hands.
Yeah. It's also not a very good stick to feather. You want something with a little bit of an angle on it. But that's okay. I mean, it'll cut in there. It's pretty sharp. So yeah, no problem. gives a feather. And this is not the best of wood, so not bad.
Let's see this here.
Don't be afraid to give it a good swing. Yeah. Use the weight of it. Yeah. This oak is going to be hard though, but it is, look at that, it gets in there, right?
Yeah,
No
definitely.
problem.
Oh yeah. If I could just get like a, there we go.
Wow. Okay, cool. Wow. It goes through this, it's better than mine would. So here I am back in my man cave, and unfortunately some of the video I took when I was out on the farm, I lost it somewhere. We did some bludgeoning and Bronwyn practiced a little bit more with the blade, and there seems to be no problem. She feels with a little bit more practice it'll work just fine for her, and I think she's right. I've seen her bludgeon wood, so she's persistent. So I don't think there's a problem. Like I said, with a little bit of practice with the knife, she'll do just fine with it, and I think it'll work with her. It is a great knife. I'm at the point where I was considering getting one myself. And, you know, for a bush knife, and a pretty good one at that, it's priced right. I mean, it was around about 50 bucks. And, you know, considering what I paid for mine, which was up in the 100, well worth it. Something you need to do is have a look at their knives. They have quite a wide range, and that's Condor, and they have some nice ones. They do have a Hudson Bay Mini, and I considered that, but then Bronwyn said no, she likes this knife. It's got some weight for her, and it'll work for her. So all in all, a good knife. And if you're considering a camp knife, check this one out. It's not bad. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. And I'm pretty sure I'll be back with something else. Just saying. Bye.